Body positivity has encouraged so many people of all sizes to feel comfortable in their bodies, which is obviously positive. We all deserve to feel respected and have dignity. But I'd like for us to admit that straight-sized bodies look to be more and more represented in this space at the expense of seeing other body types, like the fat bodies that was originally created to centre and advocate for. So here I am to take up space in this movement, a cleanse for your body positivity feed, if you will, showing off my belly, my back rolls, my thighs, physical features I'm oppressed for, vilified for, and hated for. I am body positive.
It's time to talk about this. What is body positivity? What is fat acceptance? Only if I had a clear definition so I could understand. Wait, we could go on Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia says about fat acceptance and body positivity. Here on Wikipedia, it states fat acceptance movement, also known by various other names such as fat pride, fat empowerment, fat liberation, and fat activism, is a social movement which seeks to eliminate the social stigma of obesity. Areas of contention include the aesthetic, legal, and medical approaches to fat people.
They call her the first size 22 supermodel. Tess Holliday appearing boldly on the cover of Cosmo UK.
I didn't expect it to go global and for everyone to be talking about it.
But everyone is. Thousands showing their support on social media, some using the hashtag representation matters, writing, "This is easily the best thing I've seen this week." Major props to Cosmo UK for a genuinely body-positive cover.
The message that I wanted to put across, the message that did get across was that, like, things are changing.
That's right. Things were definitely changing. In October of 2018, 20-stone Tess Holliday infiltrated the fashion world to grace the cover of Cosmopolitan, and the world had no idea how to react. What did Tess Holliday's cover represent? Well, there was one man who could answer that question for us. Britain's greatest national treasure, Piers Morgan.
This is the cover of Cosmo magazine.
And you know Piers Morgan, he's gonna troll this. He's gonna troll this. Let's see what Piers Morgan got to say.
This apparently is supposed to inspire positive thoughts about body image.
Yes, it's about acceptance, Piers.
Yeah, she's
And not
300
everybody
She's
looks
£300
like a
this model
supermodel
from
size.
Wow.
LA. She wants us to believe in the interview she's never been happier because she's never been heavier. Have you ever met anybody, male or female, has ever said that sentence and meant it? How can that inspire anybody to be anything but very large?
Accepting her body.
That people come in all shapes and sizes.
Oh, please. That is not a role model image that you should be encouraging young people to aspire to be.
Accept
And
your body.
The British public
Stop fighting it.
completely agree with me. Is this a positive body image? 5'3" and £300? How many said no? 78%. She continues to want to be celebrated for being 5'3" and £300. I keep saying, I'm sorry, that's not to be celebrated.
Something you just said, though,
See, what
is
would
quite
it be? When
strange.
you're that big, you can die.
And I believe Piers Morgan has a point. Obesity can really do harm to you. I went on Google and I typed in, how can obesity kill you? And this is what popped up. Obesity increases your risk of heart failure. Severe obesity is associated with irregular heartbeat, arrhythmias, or a heartbeat that is not normal. These arrhythmias can triple the risk of cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest is when the heart stops beating. So is it really worth being that big for the trade-off of your life?
In today's Health Smart, the CDC has released statistics that show people in more states are larger than ever. Here's how obesity rates looked in 2012. They range from low to moderate, with no states having an obesity rate above 35%. Now fast forward 10 years and the rates skyrocket above 35%. It's worse in Oklahoma, Louisiana, and West Virginia, where more than 40% of adults are considered obese. California has remained consistent in the 25 to 30% range. No state had a rate below 25% in the latest calculations. Obesity is linked to a variety of health issues, including heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and also kidney disease.
Which I don't understand. Why would you want to put yourself at that risk? Why would you want to put yourself at that risk and accept death? That's what fat acceptance is to me, is you're accepting death. I just don't get it.
Because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
Damn.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show,
which didn't last long because she died. My hair is getting stuck on the Christmas tree. She's falling apart. Welcome back to my channel. There are a lot of lies that modern progressivism tells, right? And unfortunately, because a large chunk of the population is stuck on stupid, they do believe them, no matter how obviously deceptive and insane the lies are. A lot of people believe them. I consider one of the most damaging lies that is told by the establishment is that you can be healthy at any size, that you can be obese and somehow happy. And that lie has spawned the absolutely hellish movement, fat positivity.
All jokes aside, these influencers that are promoting this lifestyle, they're being deleted. They're taking themselves out. That's for real. So you could walk around and think of this whole acceptance of, of your body, of how much you weigh, but you can't ignore the damage that you're doing to your body. It's very important for you to keep your body in shape and keep your body healthy. It's very, very important. As you can see from those influencers that lost their lives.
It affects the body. Obesity is a serious condition that needs to be looked at as an illness rather than just excessive weight. Most people suffering from obesity are at higher risk of developing serious medical conditions that affect every single part of the body. What's even more concerning is just how widespread obesity is nowadays. According to studies, obesity is found in around 40% of the people in the United States.
And that's insane. 40% of the people in the United States are obese. We see it as some sort of acceptance, but really, it's stress on your body. It will kill you.
Let's look at how obesity affects the different parts of the body to better understand why it's so harmful.
Let's see.
The nervous system. Obesity leads to a rise in blood cholesterol, resulting in high blood pressure. The rise in blood pressure increases the risk of stroke, which occurs when blood flow to the brain is restricted. Strokes can result in damage to the nervous system and hamper the brain's ability to control the body. The digestive system. Obesity affects the digestive system in several ways. Most prominently, it is associated with a higher risk of gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD, which occurs when stomach acid leaks out into the esophagus.
That sucks.
Along with that, obesity is linked to an increased risk of gallstones and liver damage.
What?
It can even lead to liver failure in some cases.
And your influencers are promoting this. These influencers are promoting this. This is what they're promoting in society. I'm telling you, this whole fat acceptance movement is a form of control, in my personal opinion. It's a form of control. They want to keep you fat. They want to keep you slow, lazy, slobbish. I can't make this up, guys. Let's continue.
The respiratory system. Fat accumulation around the neck can cause the airway to become smaller, making breathing more difficult. This condition is known as sleep apnea, with some people even finding it difficult to breathe for small periods. The cardiovascular system. Increased blood pressure and cholesterol also affect the cardiovascular system. Obesity affects heart health and increases the chances of heart attacks. The skeletal and muscular systems. Increased mass places greater stress on the muscles and bones, causing muscle mass and bone density to deteriorate.
Wow.
This is known as osteosarcopenic obesity. It results in an increased risk of physical disability, fractures, and insulin resistance. The reproductive system. Obesity results in decreased testosterone, which affects libido. Along
Yes, it's a fact. But you fat guys out there, you're lowering your testosterone just by being fat. You're lowering your testosterone just by being fat.
with that, being obese can make it difficult to conceive, while also increasing the risk of serious complications during pregnancy. Mental health. Finally, being obese can also negatively affect your mental health. People dealing with obesity are more likely to deal with negative emotions, poor.
And look at all these emotions. We have somebody that's very sad, somebody that's even more sad, and then somebody that's angry. I guarantee you can pick out fat people that fall in this category. I guarantee you can pick out fat people that are just sad and depressed. Or I'm pretty sure you guys ever come across those fat chicks that was ever in high school that were just angry and had a stank attitude for no reason because they fat.
Well-being and psychopathological symptoms. Poor mental health can make the body more susceptible to diseases, and obesity can result in poor self-esteem, depression, and issues with body image.
Thank you.
And that's the honest truth. And that's the honest truth, guys. You have no excuse to be out of shape and be fat.